Hi everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, please press the subscribe button so you can watch my other videos, and you can also press the notification button so you can see whenever I post something new on this channel. So today's video is going to be on a story time on how I almost got fired from a store, but thank God I quit before it happened. So yeah, this story time. So this particular store was a clothing store, kids clothing store to be precise. I found out that they were hiring by a friend, so I decided to go over there and pop into tea, how I can apply. So I get into the store. I noticed that the assistant manager over there was a friend's friend. So I was like, hey, do you know, I'm going to name the guy John. I'm like, do you know John? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, remember me? I'm John's friend. We used to hang out together, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, yeah. She told me, okay, bring your resume in and I would make sure you get the job, right? So I was like, yeah, thank you, girl, So that day she told me, okay, you know what? We'll be having interviews this day. I'll call you to let you know. So I didn't even get home. She called me and she's like, yo, the interview is on Friday. Come through, and then I went back in there for the interview. Sorry, guys. I'm not a fat. I don't know. The staircase. Fat girl problem. So I went back in there for the interview. I was just in queue and everything. Get there and then finish the interview. And she told me, oh, she liked me, blah, blah, blah. That out of everyone she's interviewed so far, I was the best one. So I was already like, yeah, I got me a job. And she's like, you know what, I'm just going to let you know here, you got the job, blah, blah, blah. You starting day is this day and this day and this day. I was so happy. But during this interview process, I told her, I was like, girl, I'm in this town for school. It was a very small town back then. I'm in this town for school, so I do go back home for Christmas and New Year.
And she's like, oh girl, that's no problem. I'm just going to put that in right now, so when it gets to that time, you're going to get your Christmas and New Year off.
So it's like, great, thank you very much, That's very nice. So, let's fast forward to Christmas and New Year time, okay? So me, I'm already in my head, I'm like, okay, you know what, before you got hired, you already told them that you can't work Christmas and New Year, so there's no how they're going to make you work Christmas and New Year. I thought, right? So time comes out, the schedule comes out. I go over it, flipping through the schedule, looked at the schedule, my name, Sandra. And okay, before I even get to this place, this job,
my highest pay there, guys, was $153.
$153. I was with this place since September, October, November, December. My highest pay there, you get paid every 2 weeks, right? My highest pay there was $153. Can you just imagine that? It's like, mind blowing. $153. That was my highest pay. Guess why? Because they were only giving me 4-hour shifts. Only Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Where I lived on Sundays is like far away from where the place was. And then taking the bus from where I was down to where the store was on a Sunday is like a mystery. You go around the city, like on an unwanted tour around the city, literally. So I picked up the shift, I looked at the schedule, and I noticed that I work on Christmas Eve. Yeah, on a Christmas Eve. That's 3-hour shift, 3.5-hour shift actually. And I also work on a Boxing Day, and Boxing Day in this city was on 27th. I worked on Boxing Day a 3.5-hour shift. So I was like, no. Girl, there must be a mistake here, Let's just go figure this out. So I went over to the manager. I was like, hi, there's a mistake here because I did tell you guys before I got hired that I cannot work Christmas and New Year's Eve or whatever, because I go back home. I lived, my parents were in Toronto, Brampton, in the GTA area. So I lived in Toronto. So I can't be here for the Christmas and New Year holiday. And she's like, well, according to our store policy, you're going to have to work on Boxing Day. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, I'm like, okay, so I have a day shift. So it was like, I think it was from 9 to it was a 3.5 hour shift, so calculate that 9 to 12:30. So on Christmas Eve, so I could go back home to Toronto and spend Christmas with my family. So I'm like, cool, but I have a shift on the 27th for 3.5 hours. That's not gonna work. So this girl was like, I'm telling you right now, I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know. No, you have to be here. It's mandatory for everyone to be at the store on the 27th. I'm like, well, it's not possible for me because I live in Toronto. Okay? I'm gonna have to take the bus back this way. The bus costs $70 something to come down this way. Okay? 3.5 hour shift is not gonna cut just my one-way trip, so that's not gonna happen. So she's like, no, well, do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you right now, you're gonna have to be here for this day, blah blah blah. If not, you're gonna have to meet with me. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. And mind you, 27 3.5 hour shift. I didn't have any of that shift again until December the 3rd, and that was it was a 4-hour shift, if I remember correctly. So I was like, there's no how this is possible. Like, why did you put that 3.5 hour shift in between my holiday period? What am I doing with this 3.5 hour shift? God, I don't know. So whatever. I just I just pretend like she didn't say anything. I just moved on with my day, right? But back of my head, I knew that I'm not about to like come back, pay $140 for transport just to come back to work a 3.5 hour shift. It's not about to happen. So that day comes, December 27th comes. I called and I'm like, hey, by the way, I can't come into work. I'm not feeling too good. I called in sick. Well, I could have just said, you know what, I'm unavailable, but I called in sick. She's like, well, you best believe you got to bring your doctor's note with you. So I was like, okay, no problem. I'll bring your doctor's note. So that day, being it was a holiday period, I went around looking for a doctor's note. I couldn't find any. I couldn't find any doctor's office open. Then I was being forced to go to the ER or whatever it is, emergency. But I'm not about to do that for a doctor's note. No. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to go into the office, go into the store, and see what she says. January the 3rd came in. I decided to go into the office. I get there. Go to the store. I get there and she's like, she literally just stared me like walk by her. So I get there. I'm like, okay, so today I have the shift today. I go into the office in the store to see my schedule. I noticed that I've been blanked out the schedule, like I've been whited out the schedule. So I was like, excuse me, I know I'm supposed to work today, but I don't know why it doesn't say I work today. She's like, well, because of what had happened, do you have your doctor's note with you? It's like, well, I couldn't get one because it was a holiday period and I couldn't my doctor wasn't open or whatever.
And she's like, oh, okay. So I did call the head office about the situation because everybody else had to be here. You can be exempted from this situation. So I called the head office and I'm still waiting for the head office to get back to me on what to do with your situation at this point.
I was like, huh? For a 3.5 hour shift, fam? Like, are you for real? 3.5 hour shift, you're gonna call the head office to deal with me. Oh, okay. So I was like, okay, so what happens from that here on? She's like, well, you're gonna have to leave. You can't work today, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So how do I know when my name's back on the schedule? She goes, well, you don't know. We're going to give you a call. So I was like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, this whole time in the store, they never trained me on anything. Like, I was the only black girl working there. They never trained me on anything cash-wise. I was always put as a greeter in front of the store. Hi, welcome. How can I? Today we're having this sale and this sale and that sale and that sale. Literally, that's all I get to say. Like, I just fixed the front of the store. I never get to go to the back of the store. I never get to do anything else. Now, why is that? I don't know. So, whatever. I left the store, and when I was leaving the store, I heard some people laughing and whatever. And then this girl that hired me told me that, oh, I better like figure out something else to do, whatever. I need to get a doctor's note because something is going on that she doesn't know about. I was like, oh, okay. So immediately I get myself, I walk on to school, get on the computer, type in a resignation letter, and came back. I'm like, here is my resignation letter. I am so sorry. I can't work here anymore. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. Have a good day.
She's like, oh, so this is what you're gonna do? You're just gonna quit? Are you just gonna quit? I think.
Yeah. First of all, you only gave me a what? maximum of 12-hour shift in 12 hours of work in like 2 weeks. So yeah, I quit. So luckily for me, I finished school soon, and I started getting paid more than what I was getting paid, because it was just minimum wage, right? So yeah, that's what happened. And that was my story time for today. I quit before she fired me, because I know it was a business coming up, because this is what's going to happen. Because if your name is not on the schedule, then what do you think is going to happen to you? You're being cut off. So I had to find my way out before I get caught in the situation, guys. So thank you very much for listening to watching this video, and thank you very much for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and bye. See you in the next video. Bye.